but maybe just from your experience on the Yuwong, maybe we'll get to see if that changes in game number 2. But let's get through game number 1 first. The Atlantis Leviathans and the Tartarus Titans starts right now.
That's right. I'm excited to watch this one, too. Thanks so much, J-Mac and Trelly, for breaking that one down for us on the desk. I enjoyed it. Little clappers over here. That's Gordon Myth. And Mifflin, I'm excited. If the Devos nerf hadn't gone through, we'd probably be seeing stacking items almost across every build at that point, right? Like, everybody is getting it. But unfortunately, no. Well, unfortunately, I guess it depends on how you feel about Devos. Its limelight this year was 2 weeks.
It was brief, but it was strong.
And then immediately thrown out the window. Iquipo picked up for Zap. You've got the chin size on the other side, but that can all wait. The Titans, the Leviathans, looking to collapse. Seems like it's going to grow into a 4-on-4. Solar Troll pulled back in by Wrong Yu's ult, and the damage is going to be there. Up into the sky goes Hardcore, and he comes crashing down. Chains from the Palau pull into, and Shinto finds the damage necessary, but it's 1-for-1. The leap in from Sot makes sure Paul's able to find a kill, but now maybe staying too long. A couple more autos, that's all you need, and they're not going to be able to find it just yet. Hardcore, one shy, finally gets it, but gets punched into the air and comes crashing down. It's 2-for-2.
Wrong Yu still on the chase. Wants to at least take down a Roar for all this trouble. Will force the beads out from Shinto, and Zapman has made the rotation across the world.
And he's going to be able to help out, at least get the assist here.
How'd he get here?
He ran. He ran the long way, man. And
yeah,
it
you gotta
works
do this.
out for him. You need something to make it a little more worth your time. Not often, notably. That fight, we had mentioned it, goes in favor of the Leviathans by 1 kill. It has been slowly but surely growing in gold for the Titans. Not just that Pyromancer. I mean, they were 1K down or up after that last fight. They might go even further. They dive Hardcore under the solo lane tower, and there's nowhere for him to go.
This is the downside of Hardcore's God Pool when he's not playing those traditional warriors. And when he's playing things like a Hunter or the Cthulhu, you're just gonna get dove.
Well, Cyclone Spin's in a little bit of trouble looking to get dove. Oh no! Almost in the ultimate, but the bleed. Oh, the bleed's enough to get him despite trying to fly away. Both crit protection. That's going to feel pretty nice whenever Hardcore gets involved in a lot of these team fights. Doesn't seem like it's going to be sooner rather than later. Wrong Yu is in trouble. Solar Troll chasing down as many people as he is willing to. 4 members of the Leviathans falling back under just the eyes of the Bologna. Gold Fury started up, circle protection charged, and popped. And that's going to be Titans getting the Gold Fury. The fight afterward, though, is a little bit more of a shake-up. Sot gonna get pulled in here, and they're gonna have the follow-up damage. Zap gets credit for the kill, but it's 1 for gold, and the Titans are looking to turn away.
All they have to do is continue walking out. A Roar, some slightly goofy passing, actually does get caught a bit, but should be able to disengage from here. Paul needs some help.
Yeah, a lot of damage. There's the Aegis, there's the beads, and that keeps him alive. Oh, the Leviathans wanted more 5v4 no matter what. Pyromancer started up, Pyromancer taken down. The Titans push this gold lead. They're going for a Fire Giant.
They have to. Zapman's pushing out on the left-hand side of the map, and they realize they found a TKO, so Wrong Yu and Yarkor have got to slow this down.
Now they're going to do their best. Wrong Yu is walking forward. The fire's getting low. Circle protection's there. Titans secure that one, and now they're looking for kills afterward, too. Hardcore taken down. Wrong Yu joins them in the ground, and the others have to turn tail and run to stay alive from the onslaught of the Titans.
Zapman can't even go for the Tier 2 tower. Has to be concerned about a teleport from SOT. Confirmation there. The Leviathans, the only thing they can do once that ultimate is dropped by ESET is win the fight, because they're not getting the fire.
Oh, Panatom, this pathing just is not for you. Walks into the Tier 2 and mid, but the Titans were waiting. A Roar has to drop that and let it go to somebody else, but Panatom's not escaping. Shinto, lucky for him, he's going to have a small ability to get away, but immediately into a mez. The beads are there. But again, the damage, the CC, and the follow-through of the Titans is just too much to handle. Tier 2 is going to get looked at. It's going to get taken down, and they are up 7-5 and 6,000 gold.
Minion waves out. Zapman has great space control. Wrong Yu can initiate from the safety of his own Phoenix. Might not come up, though, if Yarkor falls.
Oh, Layers is going to try his best. That tower only gets so much done. Panatom's here. The chains are going to be good, and that's going to be a pull and a kill. Layers taken down, and they should be able to get this tower as well. They lose Tier 1, Tier 2 on left. And with a minute left in the power play, only 3 people here, though, for the Titans. Have to walk back to base. Layers and Sot with fire minions right here should be able to get this mid Phoenix. You just got to hit it a couple of times. or not at all.
They don't got it.
Yeah, Shinto and Panatom, apparently enough to zone them out.
Wrong U takes a little bit of damage. It's a slow
now
play
they
from the
got it.
Tartarus
Nope.
Titans.
Never
Not
mind.
this time. Engage from the Leviathans.
Yeah, they're going to get good damage out there on the layers. They find the chain, but it only pulls in SOT. Beads used by layers. CC immunity is going to be gone. Circle of protection dropped. Wrong use low. There's life of the party, and it's trying its best to pull someone in, but it's not getting the land that it needs. Wrong U taken down. Panatom shortly after. SOT trades their life out for the Eagles rally and the stun, but it ends up setting the team up for maybe an easy Phoenix siege. Only 3 carries that they have to deal with, and sometimes it's easy to say only. They hit hard. So Paul, Layers, Cyclone have to play this carefully if they want to be able to get aggressive.
Cyclone acting as split push as Aurora forces the beads off of Shinto. It's Layers in now. Defensive capacity lost for the Yu Huang, and Fenrir's in.
Yeah, good damage and barely enough to get out of there. Not enough distance though. Hardcore goes down. Shinto, 1 auto, 1 kill, and this is looking like a potential deicide. Zapman is looking at least turn 1 around. He's not going to go down that easily. Cyclone calls for help though, and is able to stay alive. Got some sustain from the Fire Giant. Not a lot, though. Rongyu respawned. Panatom's back as well. Cyclone seems to be too low to maybe get as aggressive as they'd like.
Yeah, not able to push their way in just yet, but the Tartarus Titans, with the help of a minion wave, should be able to take out this right side Phoenix. Even Panatom, fresh off the respawn, not willing to step forward, but has maybe given up too much space. Wrong U falls.
Wrong U erased from the game. Panatom makes it up onto the pillar. But how much can this Palau even do? If you pull anybody, is it going to be enough to get you out of there? No, the Titan, with no one left to defend it and 2 Phoenixes down, the Titans are going to win game number 1.
It just felt like the Leviathans didn't even get an opportunity to play this game, didn't it? One proactive play early on, that rotation from Zapman.
If it's
that was
any
like
character in Smite right now, I imagine Paul has probably, played it quite well, especially Mages right now. He just looks so solid. So I think he's probably been practicing the Yu Huang, and if he can just replicate a little bit of what Shinto was able to do last game on this pick, off the back of a winning match, obviously, so you have some momentum on your side as well. I think Paul's going to be just fine. They do have a lot of setup for it, so I think it's going to be just fine.
Game number 2 is ready to go between the Titans and the Leviathans. Can the Levi's bring it back to a game 3? We'll have to find out right now.
Yeah, thanks so much, J-Mac and Trelly. Of course, it's me and Miff one more time. Clappers again already. You're not even going to say anything.
Well, you were doing your thing.
I think in the grand scheme, feels great for the Scarabs. I think it was a good win when they got it. But as a whole, it's kind of the question: do you think it's around the Yu Huang? Because the damage from Shinto last night is obviously enough here. Oh my God, Panatom taken down, and Paul answers the question for you. First blood online for the Titans.
So you remember last game when I said like levels 1 through 3 is a really great time to be a Yu Huang?
Was really what we saw. I think some of the power start to flourish last game around that Pyromancer. I might see something here. Layers. Left side jungle looking to cut off Wrong U. There's the walls, and that's the lockdown, and that's all they need. Epic uppercut comes through. Wrong U gets the dash, but it's not going to get you very far. There's going to be the last auto. Goes the Cyclone this time around. And they're able to almost, but not quite, strip away the purple buff as well. So a kill. But they don't happening 12 minutes in just because of the way that tankiness is now kind of permeated everybody's health bar?
I think it's more so, well, we'll get a chance to talk about it after Ronkyu's finished dealing with Aurora, who's close gap on Shinto.
Yeah, will it be finished with Aurora? Will Aurora be finished with someone here? He's going to get pulled in by the powwow, and that's going to be a kill on the board for the Leviathans. Zap maybe playing a little aggressive here, half health. And is backing off with his team. Paul, Layers, Cyclone trying to
He's just going to fly back in, so he's not so concerned with just life stealing up in the wave.
And so far, that's been fine. Sanctified Fields dropped around the Gold Fury. Gold Fury burned down. Leviathans get it, but the question is, can they get out? Wrong U's locked up by some walls from Aurora. The damage follow-up is going to be there. Once again, that dash gets a little bit of distance, but not enough to save the life of the support. But Gold Fury for support, Leviathans, they love this.
They do, but is that all the Tartarus Titans are going to do? Pyromancer's still available, and Layers has got eyes for Panatom in the jungle. If he closes gap, could put out a good deal of damage here. A TKO could lead to an objective.
Yeah, double chain, immediate pull, Panatom.
So he's just going to be constantly poking. I think more impressive is Paul and this Yu Huang putting out 10,000 as well, constantly finding poke.
now. Maybe going to have to find a little bit more than just the poke. There's the Phoenix Flames. Is it going to be enough? The chain's getting thrown out there. It's going to pull in one. Aurora goes down, but they use a lot of ults to try and lock him away. Zap is rotated in as well. Dashes into the wall, looking for layers. Paul over the wall with a little bit of damage. Not enough to find a kill onto anybody. Good beads from Zap, avoids the knock-up, trying to get away. But now you've got the rotation in. Solar Troll is here, and Cyclone's hitting hard. They get a kill onto Zapman, and the chase is still on for the Titans. Up into the air goes Sot. But like you said, he is going to turn away at that epic uppercut. Does not care too much at it. It is enough just to create space between 9,000 damage. He has doubled his damage in those fights. And it was 5,000 down. Wow. 2,000 picked up for Hardcore throughout all of that. Paul, though, is in trouble. The chains are going to connect. There's the Aegis. There's the beads. There's the Zapman rotation. And that's going to be at least one kill for the Leviathans. Aurora's low, but he's going to be able to squeeze out of there. Wrong you. Knocked into the passive. A couple of autos is all it'll take. And they find two for their troubles.
Cyclone Spin wants to make sure Shito goes down. Explosive Bolt's no good. Good peel from Yarkor, but cannot stop SOT.
Now trying to chase down Panatom layers in the jungle. Slice and dice is all you need for some damage. That speed buff putting in work. A couple of autos, and it's the Deicide. Triple kill for the solo laner. And SOT putting on work on this Bologna.
Where were the Leviathans taking the fight? Between a Tier 1 and Tier 2 tower of the Tartarus Titans, it was an overcommit.
But with the way the Titans are playing, it feels like this pick has maybe elevated from what it could just be normally. Palau used in mid lane. Panatom, can he chase down?
Goodness.
Damage from layers is insane. Paul gets credit for the kill. Sanctified Fields used, and it's not going to be enough to lock down layers fully. Epic uppercut gets the health bar lower, but it's the Leviathans that are falling now. Cyclone Spin is hitting the autos. He's chunking two at a time, but three are already gone. Zap forced back to the base. Hardcore running to the Phoenix line. Zap didn't get the back off either. Solar Troll, no ult available. Only person that has it is Cyclone. They're going to take the Tier 2. Lumiflin, this is starting to smell like the end of the game.
Yeah, Zapman just now making his way back to the fountain. The Tartarus Titans 5 strong with Fire Giant and a minion wave, and they're approaching the throne room.
They're walking on in. Zap, what can you do? Will this build work out? Hardcore gets erased, and meanwhile, Solar Troll is looking to solo Zapman. Forces them back into the fountain. Zap steps forward one last time. But what can you do versus 5? The Titans, they come into this set and they end it 2-0.
Man, just another game, and it's very reminiscent of the last time we saw the Solar Scarabs, where one person gets picked out and the team says,